Hi, I'm Chris Shelton, and I've been practicing and teaching the ancient art of Qigong and Tai Chi for 24 years. And I'm so excited about my new book, Chris Shelton's Easy Guide to Emotional Well-Being with Qigong. This book in here talks about the fundamental underlying causes of emotional imbalances and how they get stuck and trapped in different internal organs of the body. Now, here in the West, and according to science, I understand how these organs function, but according to classical Chinese medicine, these organs have a much greater functionality. In particular, they all affected by different negative emotions. Now, here in the West, we call it stress, and it's just one classification. But that stress, also resentment, anger, old anger, that attacks your liver and your gallbladder and creates all types of diseases, from migraines, depressions, a contributing factor, to all digestive disorders, anxiety disorders, neurological disorders as well too. Then we have grief and sadness, loss. Those types of emotions attack your lungs, and then we'll see things like dry skin, eczema, we'll see blood deficiencies or anemia. We also will see unproductive dry cough. Then we have the emotions of worry and anxiety, overthinking, over-intellectualizing. Wouldn't it be nice to gain control over your mind and have more centeredness and serenity? Those negative emotions of worry and over-intellectualizing actually attack your spleen and your stomach and your pancreas. Then we have the kidneys, which are affected by fear, fright, and shock. So what is shock? Shock is surviving any severe kind of illness. It's surviving abuse, neglect. If you're somebody who's ex-military or is a police officer, or firefighter, first responder, any of the things that you see out on the street, those things create PTSD and actually will zap your kidney chi. So the great thing about this book is I talk you through what is the underlying causes, and then how do these organs function, and then in particular, what specific Qigong practices that you can do in order to help with day-to-day stress and trauma and things that create PTSD in our life, but also too the old stuff, the childhood stuff that accumulates. So the cool thing about these practices is that they're thousands of years old, they've stood the test of time, and they're here still today. And I have a way of teaching this and conveying this information that makes sense. It's common sense. That's how I operate, that's how I teach, is that it has to make fundamental sense. And I apply these practices to my life on the daily as well too. So even though I've been practicing for over 30 years, so I've been studying and practicing for over 30 years, I still, like everybody else, have to apply these practices. And we're also looking for the fountain of youth. That fountain of youth comes from the inside. So if those emotions are stable, or those emotions are processed properly, and these organs are functioning properly, guess what? That will show up on the face. Get your free copy of my new book, Chris Shelton's Easy Guide to Emotional Well-Being with Qigong, and begin to help yourself. Tap into these ancient practices that will liberate you from emotional pain that creates disease and chronic pain and inflammation inside the body to be able to live the best life that you could ever live. Suppression creates depression. So we need to liberate ourselves by being able to talk about it, share with other people, and then utilize these ancient practices contained in this book to be able to help yourself and help others that you love and you care for. So order your book now, Chris Shelton's Easy Guide to Emotional Well-Being with Qigong. God bless, and I'll Qi you later.